So I have tried to record this video 4 times now, and every single time I've been interrupted. Whether it was a FaceTime call from my cousin or my mother, or like a phone call from somebody else. But I have tried to do this at least 3 or 4 times now. So now, I'm going to make sure I get this done. And let's see how this goes. So, what's up everybody? I am back with another video. So here we go. So, today we are going to be talking about Randal. And Randal is my first boyfriend, not my first love. Don't get it twisted, like, that's just my first boyfriend. He's not my first love, just my first boyfriend. Sorry, my pop stuff was in the way. But, we started dating in, like, 6th grade. My parents didn't know because I was supposed to date till I was 16. Anyway, so we dated in 6th grade through 7th grade. I think we started dating, like, his birthday was in April, so I think we was together by then. Like, most of my relationships go from March to sometime in October or something like that. I swear I do, regardless of what it is. But we started dating in like March. No, we started dating in April. Yeah, we started dating in April. This was before his birthday, like right before. So we started dating in April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was either March or April, one of them. Anyway. And yeah, so that was my little boyfriend at the time. I was like, oh my god, look at you. You look good. Like, I was doing everything. But yeah, that was my little boyfriend or whatever. I don't remember how we met at all. I really don't. He might have, I think he rode my bus because I do remember him getting in a fight on the bus when we were dating. But I don't remember if like we met on the bus or if we met in the class or something. I'm not quite sure. But I do remember I met him somehow, this like became a boyfriend. So, I don't really know where to start with him because we had a good relationship. Like most of my relationships are really good, but we had a good relationship. It was good for where we was at in our age. Like we thought we was in love and everything. Like I love you too. But our first date that I can actually recall, I think it was like our only date we ever had. We went to the skating rink as a group date. Like, it was me, Kimmy, Kara, Karen. I'm trying not to use people's real names because I don't want them to get mad. But, yeah, me and Randall went on a date or whatever. And I remember Kimmy being like, kiss him, kiss him, kiss him. And I was like, no. And then she's like, took our heads and she like pushed them. And she tried to make us kiss. And like, my head kissed his nose. My lips was like, on his nose. I was like, and I was like, and I had like kind of an attitude, and he was like, that's a little awkward and everything. So then eventually I was just like, here, and I kissed him. He was like, and then she was like, oh my god, oh my god. And I was like, anyway, so that was our first date. That was our only date, and we just, texted each other all the time. That was really what my relationship was, texting relationships for the longest until my previous boyfriend. But most of them was just texting relationships, that's it. So we dated for a while until god dang, I don't even know. I know it was before, so I think it was like October, like the end of October, because I know in November I dated Tommy, and then in December I ended up moving schools at the end of it, so it was around that time, whatever. So I was with Randall, and then when we got back in school in 7th grade, we were good still, we was texting each other, but then Tommy came in the picture. So basically this is 2 in 1, Tommy and Randall. But Tommy came in the picture. Mr. Tommy. Now, Tommy was Randall's best friend. Like, they were cool, they were best friends, they was like that. They was supposedly, I ain't know nothing about Tommy till 7th grade, but supposedly that was his best friend. And the issue is, well, I used to, in middle school, the school I went to, we had like little halls they're supposed to be on. And our classes, like when we switch in classes, you go down the hall, then you turn around, go back up if your class was on the other side. You don't just cross over. So Miranda used to walk over to my class, walk me to my next class, and then walk back to his next class. So Tommy would do the same thing, started like following him and coming with me, coming to get me. So Randall would be like, nah, that's mine, I got to her first. And because Tommy had a crush on me, he was like, nah, that's mine, I got to her first. And would be like holding me, and I would be like, yeah, I'm yours. Like, but then, but when Tommy would come up to me, I would just be like, dude, like, boo, what are you doing? Stop. And so he was like, Tommy was like, I bet I can get her. He's like, I bet I can pull her. I bet I can date her. I bet I can do this. And I was just like, you can't do nothing. Like, so then Randall and Tommy, like, I don't know what's going on in the background, but Randall just started being like, look, can you just date him because he getting on my nerves? And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, he just keep calling me every day, like, can I date her? Can I date her? I really like her. She looks really good. I care about her a lot. He's supposed to be my best friend. Like, why can't I just talk to her? Type stuff. And he would be like, no, that's my girl. Da, 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 da. But then eventually he just came to me and he was like, can you just please just talk to him, like just date him for a little bit or whatever, just so you can get off my back. He was like, I was like, but I don't want to, I don't care about him. And then Randall was just like, come on, do it for me. So I was like, whatever. So we broke up. And when we broke up, I was like, and then it was like the next day, like not even next day, like the next 2 days or next week or so, Tommy came up to me and was like, can you be my girlfriend? And I was like, yes. So I started dating Tommy. Now, Tommy was not my type at all. I've always been attracted to black men. Tommy was white. I've never been attracted to them. There are attractive white men, but I'm just not attracted to them. I'm attracted to my race. I'm attracted to black men. So I was like I just didn't want to be with him. But I was trying to, make Randall happy so we can get back together and be all happy or whatever, so he can get Tommy off his back. So Randall would like get jealous. Like I could tell he was getting like a little jealous or whatever. He would just like make a little face in the hall or whatever. But I just look at him like, you want this? Like I don't. You the one that told me to do this. I didn't want to do this. You told me to do this. So I would still text Randall, but we wouldn't be on nothing like that. Like we would just be friends, and I hated that. I mean, calling his phone, texting his. Well, he didn't even have a phone. Like, calling his phone, messaging him on Facebook, running to see me, trying to take me from him. He was tired of all of it, so he was like, "Can you just date him for me, please? Because I'm tired of this. I'm just trying to get over this. He doing a lot and all that other stuff." And I was like, no, I don't like him. No, I don't want to date him. But then he was like, can you please just do it for me? Like, it's not even going to be that long. We can break up for a little bit, and then we get right back together or whatever. Whenever you done dating Tommy. And I was like, okay. So, me being me, not even thinking about the whole situation, not realizing what it is. I was like, yeah, okay. Whatever. I'll do it. So, Tommy would be like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. So, he asked me out. He was like, can you go out with me? And I was like, sure. So then Tommy would like run to my class and he'll be like, hey, he'll be all happy, and I was just like, hi. And then he'll be like, can I get a hug? And I'll be like, like I would give him a hug. I would, like, don't touch me hug. Like I give him side hugs. So there was no real hugs at all. Never gave him a real hug. So it was like he kept going through that. And like I wanted to be with Randall, and I would see Randall in the hallway, and I would just be like, I'm with you, but I'm like, I'm a really loyal girl. Whether I want to be with you or not, I'm loyal. I'm gonna stay loyal regardless. So then what happened? I have everything written down so I won't forget. But like within a month of like, well, not even a month, month. It was like a couple weeks of dating Tommy. Randall was dating Trife, because it was trifling that he dated this girl and told me he was gonna get back with me. So he was trifling, and she was trifling, cause she allowed it. So Randall was dating Trife, and she wasn't having it. Okay, I was not having none of that. I was like, I gotta get my man's back because Trife ain't keeping him. So, like one day, and I remember this so clearly. Before he even started dating, before I even knew he was dating Trife, it was me and I had a homie that was real cool with Tommy, and his name was what I said was gonna name him. Lord, what was I gonna name him? I wrote everything down so I can get it together. What I said I was gonna name him, just gonna call him Rico. Rico and Tommy sat at the same lunch table. This is their lunch table, this is my lunch table. I always sat facing this way, and Tommy always sat facing that way. So my back was to Tommy, and Tommy couldn't see me. Well, Tommy could see me, but I couldn't see Tommy. And Rico sat like back to back with me. So Rico was like, Kia. And I was like, yeah, what's up, Rico? And he was like, Tommy said he love you. And I was like, and I literally went from being turned like this, talking to Rico, to like, girl. I wasn't about to be with Tommy. I didn't want to be with Tommy. So when he said that, I was like, no, I don't love you. What you think this is? I don't even hug you. Why would I love you? I didn't even call you on the phone. I had my own phone, and and you gave me your number, and I didn't even call you. Don't you think it's a sign? Like, why be with me? So then when Randall and Tommy, like, I guess that's what they put in cahoots, so he could date Trife. That's what I'm thinking, because he started dating Trife not too long after I started dating Tommy. So me thinking that now, I was like, dang, that's trifling. So it was a couple weeks later, and Tommy didn't break up with me. He sent somebody else to break up with me. Now I already planned to break up with Tommy that day because I was tired. I was like, I don't want to be with this dude. I'm not happy. I'm just here with him because of Randall. Randall asked me to do this, so I'm doing this. But now it's time for me to go get my man's back because Trife can't have him. So, I was like, whatever. So I was going to the bathroom. This is how me and Tommy broke up. I went to the bathroom, and I think it was like a class came in. Tommy's class that came in, and there's this girl named Kendra. She walked into the bathroom, and she was like, "Hey, Kia." He's just like, "Hey, Kia," and I was like, "Hey, Kim." I mean, Kendra. I was like, "Hey, Kendra," and she was like, "Well, Tommy said he wants to break up," and I said, "Thank you." Okay, I was like, "That's fine. I was gonna break up with him today anyway. Thank you." And I walked out the bathroom, and I could see Tommy like standing against the locker like this, trying to see if I was gonna be sad or nothing. I was like, I got the bathroom, and I was like, like I was like, about to go get Randall back. About to go get my man's back. I was hyped. I was so hyped. And then from there, it was like me and Randall had a class together. We had a Spanish class together, and so did Trife. Trife was in our Spanish class. And he was like pulling out her chair, doing everything he did for me, pulling out her chair, pushing it in, like sitting next to her, doing little stuff with her hands, like, oh, like, put it up against mine, oh, mine's is bigger, like stuff like that. And I was just sitting there like, you really doing this in my face? Like, you really gonna do this in my face, and we not together because I tried to make you happy? So then then in December I ended up moving schools. So I transferred from Eastern all the way to Rockingham. Now, if you live in North Carolina, the Greensboro, High Point-ish area, you know that Greensboro and Reedsboro are like 45 minutes apart. So I ended up moving, and Rockingham is in Reedsville. So I ended up staying there or whatever. And what happened? And so he was texting me. It was Christmas break, and I guess him and Trife broke up, but I didn't know. So he texted me, and he was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And he was like, how you been? And I was like, I've been good. He was like, I miss you. And I was like, I miss you too. Why you even dating Trife? I was like, aren't you with her? He was like, no, I ain't with her no more. We broke up. And I was like, why? He was like, just, she never cared for me. She didn't love me or nothing. She was treating me like crap. Like, it wasn't nothing. She would just get an attitude with me and start blinking at me and all that stuff. And I was like, in my head, I was like, well, you should have stayed with me and we would be going through none of this. But I was like, oh, dang, that's crazy. Like, that's mine, though. I got Randal back. And I was so happy. But then my mama took my phone. I got in trouble. I think I was texting past the time. I think I was texting Randal past the time. And I got my phone took it. So I couldn't even text him no more. So when that happened, since I couldn't talk to him, we never got back together. Like, ever. But then, a few years later, I was in 9th grade. And me and my mama started going to this church. My family and my mama started going to this church. And like, I met this lady and I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna call her Miss T. I was like, hey, Miss T, how you doing? And then I met her daughter, Stephanie. I'm calling her Stephanie. And then I know I came really close. I started hanging out with, well, my mama started hanging out with Miss T. And I started, like, you know, talking to Stephanie. Stephanie was like my brother's age, around my little brother's age. But like, I mean, we was doing dance class together because I was taking mime lessons from the dance, whatever, for church. So one day, Miss T was like, I gotta go pick up my son. And I was like, okay. She was like, she was my mom. She was like, can Stephanie stay here with you? And we was at the church, but she was like, can Stephanie stay here with you? She was like, yeah, don't mind. And when she came back with her son, it was Randal. I was like, I grabbed my mama's phone and I was like, now, like I said, my mama didn't know, and neither did his mama know, that we were a thing. We were a couple. So it was like, he acted like he didn't know me at first. Like, it seemed like he didn't want to speak. And I was just like, okay. So as soon as his mama and my mama walked out the room and his sister walked out the room, and it was just us two. I'm sitting here playing Candy Crush on my mama's phone. I think that's what I was playing. I was sitting here like, and he was like, hey. And I was like, hey. He was like, what's up? And I was like, nothing's up. And at this time, me and Isaac were done. Like, well, at that point we were done. But he was like, he was looking at me and I was just like, and he blew up. Like, he had that little baby face that much anymore. So I was just like, it's like he was looking good. So I was just like, I didn't wanna do no, we was in church. So I was just like, okay, whatever. And then, like, he had came to a church service, and they had sent me and him to take the little kids to go to the bathroom. So we did that. I was getting, like, they also had a vending machine, because the way the church was set up was kind of like in a warehouse type thing. So, like, you would have to walk out the church, out the sanctuary, go down the hall, go down another hall, go through a door, go through another door, and then it's like vending machines, a big warehouse space, and then the bathrooms, whatever. So I'm getting snacks. And he like, you gonna buy me something? And I was like, you got the money? This is for my Pop-Tart and my little brother's chips. You got the money? And he was like, nah, why you being like that? And I was like, I ain't being like nothing. And he started looking at me and he was like, he did that up and down stuff. And I was like, okay. Then it was like, I didn't see him again for a while. So it was like we flirted in the church a little bit. But it wasn't really nothing. So then when we got, like, no, he pushed me in a corner. Because the kids had, like, when we was walking back, the kids had went ahead. And he had me in, like, this little corner type thing. And he was leaning in like this. And he was talking to me. And I was just like, why are you so close? And he was like, and it was like he wanted to kiss me but didn't want to. So I was like, then he walked off. Like, I was like, what are you doing? And I was like, dude, what are you doing? He was like, what? And I was like, nothing. So then we walked, kept walking. So then, like, not that long afterwards, I seen him again, and we was outside the church. And I thought, you know, the stuff that I was thinking in my head, I was making up, like all the moves and stuff. Because sometimes I feel like females do that. We just make up stuff in our heads. Then like, we tell it to people, they be like, what? So then, we went, and he was in the car outside the church. And I think, like, his sister was in there practicing. Because I quit the dance stuff. I didn't want to do it. But my mama still went. He was outside the church. He was sitting in his car. And I remember he had the door open. And he was like, I still want you. And I was like, we are outside church. He was like, and I want you. And I was like, we are outside of a church, sir. They are in there worshiping the Lord. You better pull right, because you is not getting none of this good stuff. No. So that's exactly what he said. He's like, I want you. And I was like, and I walked back into church. Now that was the last conversation me and Randall ever had. Now, going back to Tony. I meant Tommy. His real name is not Tony, but Tommy. So Tommy, I had seen him like a few years later, like not that long, and I found him on Instagram sticking like an air blower up his butt. So I didn't want to talk to him no more. Like, I definitely was so embarrassed I ever dated him. I didn't even want to tell about Tommy, but my friend told me I had to because it still counted as a date. Like, I dated him, and I was so mad. But anyway, back to Randall. So that was the last conversation me and Randall ever had. And we ended up going to the same high school and everything. Like, people around me knew him really good, and I would see him walking by, but he would never speak to me, and I would never speak to him. And he had got really deep into, like, gang stuff to me. Not really gang stuff, but, like, yeah, gang stuff. He would have guns, and he would be smoking weed all the time, and he would call himself trying to sell it and all that good stuff, well, all that bad stuff. And I was not down for that, so I really wasn't talking to him. Like, I act like we ain't. Like, if he would have spoke to me, I would have spoke back, but he never spoke to me. Like, we walked by in the hallway, he would stare at me, and, like, when we walked by, and I would look at him, but, like, that's it. Like, we wouldn't speak or nothing. Like, that's how it ended. To this day, I feel like I could text him and be like, hey, what's up, or something like that, but I wouldn't do it. Like, I don't think I'm gonna ever do that. Not with what he's doing right now. I don't think it's a good idea. But that's Randall and Tommy. And that's how that story went. Basically, me and Randall was together for a hot period and broke up so I could date his best friend because he asked me to date his best friend. But coming to find out now that I'm 18 years old and I'm not no longer 12 and 13, I realized that he just wanted to go date Trife and didn't want to hurt my feelings and tell me he wanted to date somebody else. Instead, he just wanted me to be with somebody else and didn't even care if I was happy or not. He just wanted me to be taken so that way it looked like he had a good reason to go out here and date Trife. I ain't salty about it no more, but now that I figured it out, it's just like, dang, what I do wrong? But that's the story of me, Randall, and Tommy. So, thanks for watching. Randall, if you are out there, you see this, what's up? That's it, like, what's up? Tommy, don't talk to me. Legit, don't talk to me, bro. After I seen that video on Instagram, I don't ever want you to talk to me again. Ever. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you got issues, for real. But anyway, sorry, I was about to get all into it. Thanks for watching. I'll be posting this tonight, and you guys will see another video tomorrow on... I'm debating if I'm going to do this one or not, so don't push your luck. So, just in case I can't do the one that I plan on doing tomorrow, you'll definitely hear another story. It won't be an official ex, but it will be a dude I used to talk to that was leading to a relationship. Just to make up for this other dude, because I don't know if I'm going to do that. But, thanks. Bye!